Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to make a video about 3 changes that porn creates in you. These, I myself experienced them all of them. Let's start talking about the first one. The first one is that you're constantly looking for the perfect body. So when you're out there and you see a girl, even though she's cute, even though she's hot, you're gonna find a defect in her and you're not gonna find her as attractive. I watched a lot of porn and also a lot of hentai, and in some ways anime porn or pornographic anime is even worse, because even though porn allows you to watch a lot of women that are really hot, they're not perfect women only AI makes, actually. But the closest to that is anime. The girls in anime are basically perfect. Big butts, nice legs, nice boobs. It's everything like the perfect body and stuff like that. So my brain was used to looking at all these perfect women, and when I was out there, I was like, okay, that girl is cute and hot, but she's got this problem here. Like, maybe she doesn't have enough boobs, they're not big enough, but she has like a nice waistline, nice legs, she trains, she has hips, but not perfect. Okay, that girl has big boobs, but her lower body, no, not good. So that's the big first change that porn brings, which is, you don't find people attractive the way you used to or the way you should anymore, because you're looking for perfect. The second one is a bigger one. All right, the second change is that pleasure with a woman in bed, it's not the same anymore. You don't feel pleasure anymore. I'll give you my personal experience. So I masturbated a few times, and when I was having sex with my girl, I was like, this girl isn't hot enough, all right? Because I was comparing her. And sure that there was some truth to that, but the worst part was that I felt like having sex was just work. And I was like, I'm doing all of these things. I'm bringing her to my house. Maybe we can go out on a date. Or like we didn't even go out on a date. I just brought her over, but I was like, I have to do foreplay. I have to make her feel good. Maybe make her come a few times or one time. Because I'm not just gonna go in and come, right? She has to feel good too. And I saw all of that as work just to have an orgasm. And I was like, well, if I was watching porn, I would just feeling good all the time, and I wouldn't have to do all of this work. So sex wasn't pleasurable anymore, because the only time I was having pleasure was when I was ejaculating. So everything else up to that point was just work. That's how I saw it, and that's not what sex is. The whole experience is supposed to be pleasurable. You're supposed to be feeling good throughout the whole experience, because that's what sex is, all right? That's the second biggest change, and it's a big one, because it's like you don't want to have sex anymore, all right? You're trained to have sex with yourself, with your hand, or with whatever, right? Because it doesn't require any work. You're just in front of a screen, being a bunch of women, and you're a stud. You're a total stud, and yeah, so it sucks. And the last change is probably the biggest one. It leads you to make bad choices, and you don't even realize that it's because you're watching porn. It's porn induced. You don't have clarity, so you're thinking bad thoughts, and they lead you to make bad decisions. So since I was judging this girl's body, I was seeing having sex as a bunch of work, I was like, I'll just get a better girl and I will dump this one. And I told her that she was giving me some shit about like not caring enough, and she was right. I wasn't giving a shit about her. Oh, so I told her that that's the best I could give her, and if she wanted to stick around, good, and if she didn't want to stick around, fine. And I guess you could say, oh, but that's fine. I mean, if you didn't want to be with her, sure, but I wanted to be with her. I mean, after I did it, I realized, oh, I'm actually lonely now. Well, what am I gonna do? Besides, it was winter. It's not like I was gonna be meeting a bunch of women. I was working so many hours. I didn't have days off. I actually wanted to be with her. You could say, oh, but it's because you were needy and lonely. Sure, but I wanted to be with her. All right? And I made the decision to be like, hey, you can just leave, get out. And it was porn induced. It wasn't me making it. Because when I got back to my senses, I realized that it was a mistake. So never forget that. Porn makes you look for perfect. It takes the flavor, the taste away from a sexual experience. So you don't feel good anymore having a sexual experience. And the last one is it leads you to make bad choices. You maybe were not aware of one or two or all three of these changes. You probably just thought that it makes you have, like, it gets you some erectile dysfunction or something like that, which I experienced too, but everyone's familiar with that kind of stuff. I wanted to talk about other changes that are very, very important that porn brings to your life. So watch out for those, and I hope you make the right choice and cut this shit out of your life, man. See ya.